Oke. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, and good evening, guys. Okay, today from the group 1 to presentation about this material about the language and culture in anthropolinguistics. Okay, so for the first, I will to share about I want to like give me a material, yeah, for the four contents for this material: how language reflects culture, the influence of language on culture, linguistic relativity, and language, culture, and stuff. Okay, for the first, for the material, what is anthropolinguistic? Start from Alam. Alam, time is yours. Yeah, Alam, where's Alam?
Okay. My name is Nur Alam, and as the first speaker, I will explain about the definitions of anthropolinguistic. So, linguistic anthropology is the interdisciplinary study of how language influence social life. Linguistic and anthropologists investigate the relationship between communication and culture. They ask what is the message, how is it formed, and what is its cultural meaning. Linguistic anthropologists study the diversity of the world's languages and the diversity of language use and other forms of communications in society around the world. I think that's all.
Thank you, Alam, for the first presentation about what is anthropolinguistic. Next, okay, yeah, how language reflects culture. To present Sri Mulya, time is yours.
Okay, my name is Sri Mulya. I'm the second speaker. I will explain about how language reflects culture. Language can reveal more things than we might assume. Language is the tool with which living beings communicate with each other. It includes many aspects: grammar, characters, logic, special jargons, and many more. Culture, in other words, in the customs, art, achievements, and values of a particular group of people, and cultural aspects usually, if not always, gets embedded into the language of that culture. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sri, for the presentation. Next, yeah, okay, I will to present about the cultural emphasis. Cultural emphasis is the idea that language reflects the culture of its speakers, suggests also that linguistics emphasis, such as those in Inuit linguistic Inuit example, reflects area of the cultural linguistic emphasis. In other words, if they are the different word for snow in a language, linguistic was snow is probably important aspect culture of the speakers of the language area, according for Ardenheimer and Pine 2019. Yeah, okay. For the next present about ethnosemantics, Irmayanti, time is yours.
Okay, my name is Irmawati. I would explain about ethnosemantics. Ethnosemantics is defined as the scientific study of the ways in which people label and classify the social, cultural, and environment phenomena of their world. The ethnosemantic studies are important to discover and find universal constraints on the ways in which humans deal linguistically with their environments. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Himawati. Okay, next. About the language in the influence language on culture. Nurul Hilalia, time is yours.
My name is Nurlalia, and I want to explain about the influence of language and culture. The relationship between language and culture is deeply rooted. Language is used to maintain and convey culture and culture ties. Different ideas stem from differing language used within one's culture, and the whole intertwining of this relationship start at one's birth. When an infant is born, it is not unlike any other infant born. In fact, quite similar. It is not until the child is exposed to their surroundings that they become individual instead of their culture group. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nurul for that presentation. Next, linguistic relativity. Andini, time is yours. Andini, kasih nyalakan mood-nya, kasih nyalakan suaranya. Ya, kasih nyalakan suaranya ya. Okay.
My name is Andini Dwi Putri.
Yeah.
I want to explain about linguistic relativity. The principle of linguistic relativity holds that the structure of a language affects the ways in which its respective speakers conceptualize their word as their word view or otherwise influence their cognitive process, popularly known as the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis or Whorfianism. The principle is often defined as having two versions. The strong version that language determines thought and that linguistic categories limit and determine cognitive categories, and the weak version that linguistic categories and usage influence thought and certain kinds of non-linguistic behavior. The term Sapir-Whorf hypothesis is a misnomer, as Edward Sapir and Benjamin Lee Whorf never go other anything and never state their ideas in terms of a hypothesis.
Okay, I think that's all for the efficiency for the time. Okay, for the last presentation, thank you, Andini Dwi Putri. The last is the language, culture, and stuff. Dian Furkani, time is yours.
Baik, I want to explain about language, culture, talk. Language should be and has been conceptualized in talk. A philosophy is one of discipline that can work of such conceptualizing. Philosophy is a discipline that study and investigate everything in common and specific that refers to principle or basic concept of thought of all being not exist yet. Being exists and will be being exists, which is it existence is referring to the noble and wish goals. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, I think that's all for this presentation. So thank you for the join us. I hopefully this presentation could be better, and enjoy your day, everyone. Okay, thank you. I think that's all.